everybody. What's happening? Welcome back to Harley on the Headlines. I look around for a cool story or so and might say a little something about one that's holding everyone's attention, and I hope you enjoy the visit. I'm also hoping you'll help get the word out about what we're doing here. Hit like, follow, subscribe, and so forth. And as the saying goes, they will come. Thanks, by the way, for the notes and the comment. Here we go. One of the things you cannot do is try to run a Coast Guard checkpoint. You can't ram it. You can't drive through it. On the water or on land, just won't work. Yesterday was one of those days. Scores of protesters outside Coast Guard Base Alameda fighting with California Highway Patrol and others. 2 men in a U-Haul truck refused to stop at the checkpoint, backed up toward the Guard personnel, who then shot at the truck. Then the truck sped forward toward more Guardsmen, and there were more shots fired. They could not know if it was a terrorist bomb truck or what. Of course, it had been parked just outside the base all day. Both of the men were believed to be injured because they were found at a hospital looking for a doctor. Here's a good sign. President Trump is demonstrating he can, and in fairness does, listen to people if they can get his attention. He's not going to send federal troops to take over the streets of San Francisco and clean out the gangs after all. Why? Well, because the mayor asked him not to. Leaders of the tech companies there asked him not to. They told him San Francisco, unlike some other cities, really is working hard to solve crimes and jail the bad guys. Trump says he'll hold off on any surge of troops into the city by the bay, and we'll watch to see how things work out. So that's good. He can and does listen. So, dear President Trump, sometimes I do wonder about you. I mean, you do some spectacular things. You help stop wars, get everyone talking about peace in the Middle East, set the stage for a revved-up economy. Great things. And I get it. We all do. You like to build stuff, especially big things. Skyscrapers, resorts, big homes, and golf courses. We all get it. But sometimes, just maybe, you get a little ahead of yourself. What in the Sam Hill is that ballroom you are planning next to the White House? Come on, you have got to be kidding. It may be a monument to you, your presidency, and your ego, but that thing is ridiculous. The root word of ridiculous, by the way, is ridicule, and that is what you are in for as long as it stands, if you build it. A ballroom for parties and ceremonies that's bigger, way bigger than the White House itself, that is absurd. I mean, it is absolutely absurd. The White House is supposed to be the focal point of that complex. Not your party room. It's just too dang much gold as well. I mean, it's gaudy. It's gauche. It's embarrassing. I don't care if you and some billionaire buddies are going to pay for it. You're not building next to the east wing of Windsor Castle. That's the people's house. You know, the White House. You need to stay away from all those oil people in the Middle East. Evidently, all that opulence has you thinking you need to keep up with those Joneses. No, you don't. You work for us. Save that kind of over-the-top excess for, how about the Trump Library? Can't wait to see that. And you can build anything you want to house your collection. Hey, you could park a 747 in the lobby like they did for Ronald Reagan. Maybe one from Dubai would work. Please, Mr. President, do the country a favor. Shrink your ballroom by at least 2/3. From 90,000 square feet to 30, even 20,000 would still be mighty big and plenty for the most opulent state dinners you might ever dream up. Besides, it won't be done till you're ready to leave Pennsylvania Avenue anyway and go back to Florida. Please don't hang that monstrosity around the nation's neck. We expect better than that from you. You really do need to pay attention, sir. Democrats, especially the far left, love to paint you as someone who would be king, the man who would be king, right? And here you go, making them look almost intelligent. I don't get it. Really don't. Plus, it is out of character. As a developer of some truly beautiful properties, you well understand the need for symmetry and balance and aesthetic cohesion with the overall property. That thing is just too big, stupid big. The ballroom, unless you come back down to earth, is going to be a ball and chain on your legacy. Oh, boy. Okay, how many moons do we have? If you have detected the possibility of a trick question, you'd be sort of right. The Earth has 2 moons for the time being. Now, here's what NASA explains. There is an asteroid, just a little thing, that is flying on our wing, so to speak. It is not in orbit with the Earth like the moon is. It just happens to have sidled up next to our planet and happens to be on a track that keeps it close by for a while. Like everything else in the solar system, it is actually orbiting the sun. But its orbit is mirroring our own. It's about the size of your house, maybe 100 feet wide. They gave it a name, 2025 PN7, a rare asteroid known as a quasi-moon. It's been flying alongside the Earth for almost 60 years, and it'll probably stay there for about 60 more until 2083, when it is expected to drift away and go far out into open space as its orbit takes it away from ours. Won't be back for a whole lot of years. So I know what you're wondering, as I was. Could it hit the Earth? 2 things about that. First, no. The closest it'll get is about 20 times farther away than the moon. And second, even if it did, if it could, it would not turn us into the modern dinosaurs, not unless it landed on your head. But it won't, and it can't. Heck, no one spotted it till this year, and it's been there since Twiggy wore hot pants. That's about it for today's Harley on the Headlines. I want to thank you for joining in. I hope you're getting something worthwhile out of this. We need more folks just like you, and of course, you can help. Just tickle the like, follow, subscribe button, and presto, if you ask them, they will come. I'm Harley Carnes. Please have a great weekend, and, we'll see you soon.